Hello, everybody. Well, this evening I was on the, well, it's actually very early in the morning on Saturday, but last evening was on Facebook, and in the discussion was talking to Geoff Anderson, and he was having some problems with the Stirling soap company Ben Franklin, getting it to lather well. So I thought I'd do my shave. I have been shaving in the evenings, and I kind of like that. So I'm getting ready to go to bed. So I thought I would do a demonstration and partial shave of how to do the Ben Franklin. I've got some water, hot water, soaking in Ben Franklin. I'm going to do two different ways. I told him that I usually use my SWMBO TBS brush. I just shake the water out. I just pour the water out here, and I load up the brush real good. One thing I've found with the Stirling Company soaps is that you have to really load your brush well. It's not an expensive soap, so use it. But you gotta slopping stuff all over the place. But you load it well until the lather thickens up. And I normally face lather with this, but you just kind of let the excess drip off a little bit. I found that you start a little bit wetter than some soaps, but that you don't add a whole lot of water. Now, you can add a little bit of water, but you don't have to add a whole lot of water when you're building on your face or building in a bowl. And I'm going to show you bowl lathering a little bit later. But you just work it. It's a towel-based soap. It takes a little bit longer to get ready than with some other soaps. But you want to get a lot of soap in there. You push it down in your brush. I usually leave it tilted like that, not do the total stand-up. But I just get a lot of soap on that brush until it's about like that. And then I just put some water on my face and I just start building. There you go. I might not have enough to do 3 shaves, 3 passes with that, but I might. It just kind of depends on how it goes. I'm going to use I've loaded up my 3rd try of the Sharp Durablade. This is a Swiss blade. Loaded it up in my 1920 old style head and the handle that I made. We'll see how that goes. Let's do a quick pass. And then I'll show you how to do bowl lathering. And I have a dog in the background whining and crying. I don't know why. My wife's not here. She's off visiting this weekend. Friends. Cookie's our littlest chihuahua. She doesn't know quite what to do. I think the rest of the dogs are on the bed and she's scared to get up there. But, okay. That was Boar brush, SWMBO. Now, do the same thing. Put water in. Now I'm going to use my 28mm brush. I've had it soaking. This is a Pure Badger brush. Had this soaking, and you do this. I just shake the water out of it. It holds quite a bit of water. But I do the same thing with this. I just load it up real good. I'll let some of the sloppy stuff kind of drip out. But I just work it until I get thick load on this brush. You gotta kind of push it down in there a little bit. You just pull it around from the sides and put it back in there. And what I found when you want a bowl lather is you've got to do the exact, or use a Badger brush. You've got to get to that same consistency where it's fairly thick and rich. You don't want it to be loose and runny before you start bowl lathering or face lathering. That's pretty close. I get as much of it out of there as I can. And then I go to my bowl. When it's bowled, you just work it. Push it down and work it. Usually at some point in time I add a little bit of water. And that's whenever the lather just really starts multiplying. We're almost there where I add a little bit of water. Now I've got very, very hard water. So the caveat with all of this is that if you got softer water, or maybe you might have harder water, then you might have a little bit different. Okay, I get it to where it's kind of like that, where it's starting to thicken up pretty good, and I just add a little bit of water, not a whole lot, and then just keep working it. And that's when the lather just really goes. But I think my response to him was that it doesn't really do well bowl lathering. Well, it does well bowl lathering. It takes a little bit more work bowl lathering. But I just keep working it, building, and sometimes I add a little bit more water. but I don't think I'll need to this time. And this is what we got. So put a little bit more water on my face. Second pass, cross the grain, pitches up and down. Now this Sharp Durablade, and I thought it was kind of pooping out on me in that second shade with it. So I said I was going to put it in a little bit more aggressive razor. And it seems to be doing better. The Stirling soaps, they're nice and slick. Even if you don't have a real thick, rich lather, they're still slick. But as you can see, the lather is holding up. It's nice and rich and thick. I think I said in previous video that a lot of times using Stirling soaps on camera, it gets camera shy and I don't get good results. But that's primarily, I think, because I'm rushing it. And you know, there's just some things you've got to do slow. The test for me as to the efficiency of a razor, of a blade, is right here. Three shaves, I think, is going to be the limit with these blades. I think I'm going to have to use them in a little bit more aggressive razor because they're not super sharp. They're just kind of medium sharp. They're smooth. I got damn fine shave level, close to baby butt smooth. There's a few spots I could do some touch-ups. Whereas with a real sharp blade, I wouldn't have to do much. This area right in here. I didn't use any pre-shave this time. I usually put some pre-shave on. I didn't do it this time. But it's good shave. And we've still got lots of lather here. Enough at least for another pass or two. But that's it. Jeff, I hope that helped you, gave you some insights. You all have a good weekend. we will talk with you later. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be doing another video. Don't know when I'll post it. Don't know if it turns out, but I'm going to do some experimenting. I'm going to create some crope. I'm going to do a crope instruction video, and I'm going to use Williams mug as the basis. So, until next time, good shaves, be safe, be happy. We'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.